Freedom Under Law has welcomed the ruling dismissing Judge President Hlophes' application to review the Judicial Service Commission decision. The Gauteng High Court has rejected Judge John Hlophes' bid to overturn the JSC's decision that found him guilty of gross misconduct. Hlophe was accused of trying to sway Justices Besson Kabinde and Chris Jafta in 2008, pending a ruling on former President Jacob Zuma corruption charges. Hlophe is fighting to stop with the impeachment as a judge. Joining us is Judge Johann Kriegler, who is the chair of the Freedom Under Law. Now, Judge, welcome to Newsfeed PM. Now, the FOU has welcomed the dismissal of the application of Judge Hlophe. Why is that so?
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to the viewers. Let me just start by saying thank you for giving me an opportunity to explain a little about the matter. It started way back in 2008. It has now taken nearly 14 years for a matter which is of great importance to the people of South Africa to be brought to finality. We are therefore pleased that another hurdle in the way of the course of this application against Judge Hlophe has now been removed by the court in Gauteng.
Now, Judge, do you believe that with the pending impeachment, did that have a huge impact on him not being shortlisted as Chief Justice in November last year?
I'm sorry, I don't follow the question. Could you put it again, please?
Sorry, Judge, I'm just saying with regards to John Hlophes' nomination last year, with regards to him becoming a nominee with being a Chief Justice, we do know that he was then not shortlisted. Is this case with regards to him certainly being put in the spotlight with regards to his involvement with the two judges and whatever it was that he was trying to convince them in doing with regards to former President Jacob Zuma's case? Is there a correlation between him not being shortlisted last year with what we're seeing in terms of his case currently going on?
I wouldn't think so, Katlego. I wasn't a party to the exclusion of Judge Hlophe from the shortlist, but I would think that there are many good reasons why he would not be regarded as a legitimate, proper candidate for the Chief Justiceship, of which this particular case is one of the reasons. There are other equally good reasons why he would not be a good candidate to be considered for the Chief Justiceship. But I don't think in this particular instance this was the deciding issue when they decided to exclude him from the shortlist.
Should he be impeached, Judge, would he be the first judge to face such an impeachment in South Africa?
Yes, he certainly would be the first judge, not only in the new South Africa, but in the whole of the South African history. No judge has ever been actually impeached. That means tried by the legislature, by Parliament, that has to decide whether he is to be removed from office. It has never happened before.
So what precedence would that then set, Judge, should this impeachment go through?
You know, it's not really necessary for there to be a precedent. The Constitution is clear on the procedure, is clear on the criteria, on the tests. The procedure is pretty straightforward. If a judge has been accused of improper conduct, that matter goes to the Judicial Service Commission. The Judicial Service Commission has a subcommittee that looks at the matter. It then decides whether the matter should go to a tribunal, that is a court, kind of a court committee, which then decides the facts and then makes a recommendation to the Judicial Service Commission. The Judicial Service Commission considers that recommendation. If it believes that the judge is indeed guilty of gross misconduct, the matter goes to Parliament for Parliament to decide whether or not he should be dismissed. If the Judicial Service Commission thinks he's guilty of misconduct, but not that bad to justify his dismissal, it can itself deal with the judge and impose any kind of penalty that the Judicial Service Commission Act contemplates. But if the finding is gross misconduct, it has to go to Parliament, and Parliament must then decide what to do with a judge who is guilty of gross misconduct.